Hello everyone, welcome to Aptera Owners Club. In this video, I'm going to talk about vinyl wraps. As many of you guys may know, Aptera is planning to wrap their vehicles instead of painting them, and this is probably because painting is very expensive. Setting up a paint shop is very expensive for the factory, and unless you're doing really high volumes, setting up the expense of having a paint shop with the robots and everything is really, really expensive and capital intensive. So I think that they're thinking that they're going to do wraps, which you can do manually with a few people, and you could wrap a car, and that may be unless you're going to scale a lot to make up the capital investment in a paint shop, it might be cheaper to wrap it. So that it has been confirmed that they are wrapping the vehicles, and probably because they're going to use a high quality wrap, it's probably going to be like a 3M wrap or something. And I know next to nothing about wrapping, so I kind of wanted to see what the advantages and disadvantages of a wrap were, and what kind of care would be needed for the wrap. And I was wondering if those of you guys that know more about wrapping could maybe educate us all in the comments. I'm not sure if they're planning on wrapping the entire vehicle. I mean, definitely like this is a wrap. I don't know if the superior surface is a wrap. Like this is a glass panel, I think, so that wouldn't be wrapped. I'm not sure how they're getting the solar panels out. Like, are they cutting these individually out of the wrap when they wrap this part of it? And are these things right here along the window? Are these things going to be wrapped, or is this painted, or is this just the color of the plastic or the composite that's used in this area? Not sure. And then I don't know what they're doing here. Black is not the normal color of the composite. The composite is kind of this off-white with a honeycomb pattern inside of it. So I think they must be wrapping it somehow, but then how are they getting these solar panels out of it? Are they cutting this part out of it? Not real sure how that's working. But anyways, I went to 3M site, and they have these vehicle care instructions as well as their product bulletin. One of the things that that I wanted to know is how long does this last? And they're stating that they expect about a 7-year lifespan for matte, satin, and gloss finishes, which is what it's going to be. But if you look at it, this is expected performance applied to a flat vertical vehicle surface, and that's the place that has the highest lifespan. Because if you look at this fact, if you look down here, they say vinyl graphics, just like paint, are degraded by prolonged exposure to sun and atmospheric pollution, especially on the horizontal surfaces. So the horizontal surfaces are going to degrade faster. So if they're saying that the lifespan is about 7 years on the flat vertical surface, I would expect the horizontal surface to have a lower lifespan. And since Aptera is going to be a solar electric vehicle, we would expect it to be parked out in the sun as much as possible. So I don't know if their expected lifespan is under when you store it indoors or undercover, or if it's stored in a sunny area. And I live in inland Southern California, where in the summer the sun gets extremely hot and extremely bright, and I don't know how long wraps last in like basically desert conditions. If anyone knows, please put it in the comments below. I think realistically we're looking at probably like a 5-year lifespan, maybe at best, for these wraps. In terms of care, it looks like you're just supposed to keep it clean. You don't want to get like bird poop and tree sap and let it sit on there. That degrades the vinyl. And vinyl is actually PVC, polyvinyl chloride, not actually vinyl per se. But what the other thing is important is that they don't want you to use automatic car washes with brushes. And if you're pressure washing, it has to be kept below 2000 psi, and water temperature below 180, and at least a foot away, and a 40-degree wide spray pattern. So those are the important things to know. They want you to keep it clean. You can use wax on it, looks like, and otherwise treat it like a normal car. But it does look like the lifespan is significantly less than a good paint job. Good paint jobs these days will last 20 plus years. And this is going to last 5 to 7 years. and I don't know if that's under indoor conditions or outdoor conditions. And we, like I plan on parking my Aptera outside all the time. So it looks like we can expect that we're going to have to either rewrap or repaint the vehicle at some point during our ownership of these cars. So I don't, and also I don't know if they're going to change their mind. I don't know how labor intensive wrapping a vehicle is compared to painting a vehicle, and they may decide in the future when they go up to scale that it may be better to paint rather than wrap. Ideally, I would kind of like them to put pigment into the composite material so that you don't have to paint it. I think that would be kind of a more ideal solution. Then you don't have to wrap it or paint it. Maybe they'll hope, maybe I'll ask them to see if that would be an option and make it a little cheaper if you don't have to wrap it, and you can just put up with the look of just a pigmented composite material, and then that would get rid of any problems with the wrap or scratches and things like that because it would be the color of the composite material. I'm thinking I'll probably just paint the car once the wrap degrades, because I think paint lasts a little longer exposed to sunlight. But tell me what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching.